zombie apocalypse.
What is happening, everyone? Welcome to another video. Today we have a nice simple DIY project for you. This is going in my girlfriend's desk PC. Right here we have some custom MDF frames for the mirrors, our LED lights, some window tint, and of course our acrylic. Right here I've just got a 12-volt power supply just for testing these LED lights, just to make sure it all works. And right here is some cheap mirrors that I picked up from the store, and pretty much what I'm going to do is take the mirror's edge off and grab the mirror out. It's just a bit of cardboard with a reflective surface on it, so that'll fit nicely into these custom frames. So to keep it in there, we're just going to be using some Araldite, which is a very strong adhesive. It's a two-part adhesive, so you just mix it in and you just add as much as you need to the surface. It is a very strong product, so if you get it on yourself, make sure to wash it off straight away and definitely keep it out of reach from children. I'm just applying it here with a bit of spare cardboard. You don't need too much, just cover the surface nicely. That is how it should look, and then we'll just place our mirror in, and once it's in we'll just push it down nice and firmly, which will spread the adhesive out. And that's what it should look like. Now we are onto our LED strip. What you want to do is you want to cut the top off to expose the wires. Then you want to separate all four of them. So what I've done is I have drilled a hole in each one of these frames, and I'm going to thread the wire through so it makes for some nice clean cable management, and it should do the job nicely. Next, peel back the tape off of the LED lights, exposing the sticky side, and push firmly. Make sure it goes right back into the edges. That'll make for a nice clean look. It is better to use just individual LED lights, but the LED strips are the easiest option. The problem with the LED strips is they will be reflecting as well, so you're not going to get as good a look, but it's still going to look pretty amazing. Now that the strip is down firm, this is what it should look like. Start off by grabbing your acrylic and removing the protective film, which is preventing it from being scratched. Grab your bottle and make sure that you are using either deionized or distilled water mixed with a bit of dishwashing liquid, and gently rub your acrylic down. Don't put too much effort into the rubbing because you will leave small abrasions. Grab your window tint. I'm using a mirrored tint, 5%, so any mirrored tint will work. Just make sure it says mirrored. Next, spray your tint down with some of the watered solution and add your acrylic like so. Once it's on, turn it over, grab a credit card or something that can remove the water and start to pat it down and just drag the water out to the edges. Once that's all done and you're happy with the job, just grab a Stanley knife and remove the excess tint and make it nice and neat. Now what we are doing is grabbing our wire strippers, removing the wire from all of the cables and then twisting it so that there's no loose ends. Now this part is optional, everyone will have different control over the LEDs, but I'm using something called an RGB music controller, which allows numerous amounts of functions with my LEDs. You can make them flash, fade, or dim, brighten, whatever you like. And there are various colour options to choose from. Now grabbing my 12 volt power supply that I showed you earlier, I'm just plugging that to the other end of the music controller, and we are now turning it on, placing the acrylic with the window tint on top, and that reflects the light down with the mirror and just pretty much creates that illusion. As you can see here, nice easy DIY project if you wanted to try this yourself. The dimmer the lights, the more the effect looks realistic. The brighter, obviously you can see what it looks like, but as I said before earlier in the video, if you have individual lights it looks a lot better because you can see the LED strip reflecting down as well. But it still makes for a nice visual effect for the desk, and I'm quite happy with how it turned out. Making that small hole incision in the side actually made for a nice clean cable management for powering these on the desk.